The particle model of matter can be used to represent different substances. You are given three diagrams, guys. Diagram A, diagram B, and diagram C. Let us look at the questions. Which diagram, A, B, or C, represents a diatomic molecule? So that's the first part of the question. The second part of the question needs you to give a reason for your answer. So you first choose which diagram represents a diatomic molecule. Then you tell us, you basically give us a reason why you have chosen that particular diagram. So let us draw up and see. Okay, which diagram is representing diatomic molecule? That will obviously be diagram A. And the reason for that is that it consists of two atoms. Diatomic molecule consists of two atoms, 1 and 2. So that will be our answer. That is A, consists of two atoms. That's the reason. So you get a mark for the letter and mark for the reason. Compare the three phases of matter, that is liquid, solid, and gas, in terms of the forces between the particles. So you're comparing the three phases of matter, and they've told you what exactly you need to compare between the three. You are comparing the forces between the particles. Now, if we were to start with the first one, which is solids, we can look at solids. Now, the forces between the solids are the strongest. So you would obviously need to write it in full. The forces between the solids are the strongest. There's an N here. Then we can look at the forces that we find in gases. The forces between the gas particles are very weak, guys. Very weak. Then the last one is liquid. The forces that we find in liquids are stronger than those of gases and are weaker than those of solids. So for liquids, the forces between the particles are stronger than those of gases and are weaker than those of solids. Okay, 3 marks. So it will be 1 mark for each phase, 1, 2, and 3. We've indicated the forces between the particles for each phase of matter. All right. How many types of molecules are found in diagram C? Let us draw up. How many types of molecules are found in diagram C? There is 2 types of molecules. So this is the first type and this is the second type. This and this and this, same business. This and this, same. All right. So there is two types of molecules. Which diagram represents particles with the highest average kinetic energy? That's the first part. You also need to explain your answer in terms of the particle model of matter. So let's look at the diagram first that consists of the highest average kinetic energy. That's obviously diagram A. And the reason for that is that the spaces between particles of gases is the largest there. Or you can say the forces of attraction is smaller and particles can move freely. 1 mark for the letter and 1 mark for your reason. So the letter is A. You get a mark for writing A. And the reason, we mentioned that spaces between the particles of gases is the largest. Why does diffusion not take place in B? Let us scroll up and look at diagram B. Why does diffusion not take place in B? I think it's easy to identify that B is a solid, guys. So particles in solids do not move around. So particles in solids solids in solids do not move around. They only vibrate on the spot. They only vibrate on the spots. So it is not possible for the particles to travel from a place of high density to a place of low density.